Hello, and welcome to part 3 of the Parallel Universes of the Self by Frederick Dodson. This is just some information that I have gleaned over my reading of his book. If you have not already seen part 1 and part 2, you may wish to go back there first before you're listening to part 3, just so that you are, kept in the flow of what you need to do in order to make this all happen for you. All right, so what happens if we don't follow our heart's desires? And what happens if we do? Well, if we do follow our heart's desires, then the joy that we have emanates and creates the rapid change that we are hoping to seek in this new choice that we're making. And any answer that you have as to what your joy is should be something filled with excitement and interest and wanting to move forward. So, how do you differentiate between observing and witnessing, or being and identifying? What's the difference? You can have anything you want as long as you already believe you already have it. Creational magic requires you to begin at the end and stay at the end. You don't concern yourself with the how or the why, because linear time is irrelevant. And I've already said this before, but a lot of this information is wonderful because it is reiteration that keeps us on point and keeps us aligned with what it is that we need to do. Everything you want to experience is accessible here and now and always. Your soul or higher viewpoint of yourself did not want to be where it already was. It already wants to experience other things that in other words, we don't want to remain stagnant. We want to grow at every juncture of our lives. So it's very, very important that we consider that when we're doing this. In ultimate reality, we are all knowing, all seeing, all pervading, multidimensional consciousness. Isn't that exciting? We have this all available to us. We just have shut it down. The veil of illusion has been something that we have had, some of us, since our birth, because we are told that it would be too confusing for us. It would be too difficult for us to deal with if we remembered all the past lives that we've had and all the problems that we've had, and add the other new things in this lifetime to that. So there's this veil of forgetting that comes to us before we incarnate, and then we come into this environment with our family and our friends and so on, and our education and everything. And we are told what we can and cannot do. And we are told something is silly if it sounds out of the norm. And we're told that we need to conform. And we're told and we're told and we're told. And those tapes keep rolling and rolling and rolling. And even if we are adverse to those things, all you have to do is realize that by listening to those tapes, and they get repeated over and over and over again, that we buy into the belief that that must be true, or they wouldn't be saying it this many times. And this is what you're seeing in the person that sort of thinks he has the art of the deal. He has no deal. He just repeats himself over and over again. There is no inside or outside. Everything is infinity. You are the cause, not the effect, and things happen through you, not to you, and you are the creator, not the created. And you know this because there are periods of time when you have created something. You've created a wonderful story. You've created a wonderful musical. Of course, a lot of that comes from the creative outlet that's around us, but it also comes from within us and what it is that we bring to the table in order to make that creation happen. If you want to experience an expansion of awareness and quality of life, express yourself more of what you already are. What you already are is perfect, loving, healthy, wealthy, wise, happy, joyful, kind, compassionate, loving. You pick the adjective. Um, Loosen your perceptions of who you are, and your frequency increases to become more authentic and unique. Um, Being analogalistic about the world implies that it has power over you. What you put your attention on gets included in your vibrationary field. I love that idea. Because, yes, we have music around us. We have love around us. We have compassion around us. We have empathy around us, if that's what we put in our vibrational field, because that's what we're studying. That's what we're doing. Certain memories repeat themselves in the mind because they were recorded at a time when we were more present, awake, aware, and intense. You were more present in that moment that you can remember than you are in any other moment that you have lived. That's very interesting to me because I remember spending, and I can still spend a lot of time in the memories of my high school and college years, and I do recognize that I was very, very present in those moments. They weren't clouded by haze. They weren't clouded by insecurity and anxiety. They were very purposeful, meaningful, and coincidental. And there was a flow that was going on at that time in my life. Enjoying yourself in the present and loosening your definition of time also can slow down the aging process. Stop telling yourself you're old, it's too late, you're too old, or you're an old person. You are not old. The soul is very young. You are the one determining how old you are. This language compels us to view time as more linear. And if we view time as linear, then we age, right? And we keep aging, and we keep aging, and we keep aging. The key to happiness is to stop denying our present. Be here and now. Loosen your concept of the linear time, and it frees you from the rigidity of reality, continuing your life as an illusion. We offer identities with realities. We often identify, with realities that we do not want. Oh, I didn't like it when this happened, or I didn't want this to happen. Stop it. I'm telling myself this. Stop it. A higher view from, so to speak, the top of the train. If you stand on top of a train as it's moving, which I don't recommend, you are in the past, the present, and the future all at once. Why? Because you're watching it. You watched it go by, and you're watching it come into fruition, and you're standing in the now. So consider yourself standing on the top of a train. You are all, even though that's a linear process because the train moves along a track, you still are above the linear and able to see all three of those things at once. Past, future are created with you now with your focus. Once you enter a parallel version of yourself, you have a new past and a whole new future ahead of you. If we do change our viewpoints, beliefs, or identities in the now, we changed our fixed past, which we previously believed was unchangeable, because we have moved our perception about how we felt about it into something different. If we look at it through a lens of learning, of experience, of knowing, of knowledge gaining, then it becomes a new past. It isn't something that we had to suffer through. It's something that we learned from and that we experienced. Now is the place where all realities can stream. When you identify with something in the past, you create it right now as evidence for who you are right now. You've heard people say that. Well, I had a hard childhood, and that's why I am the way I am. Or I am the way I am because I'm not able to change it. This is just who I am. Bull crappy. Not true. Not true. You can use that as a learning tool. You can use that as a stepping stone into being who you are right now and always have been. You're just changing your perception of the past. And you're doing it in this new perception of yourself now, hence bringing you that whole idea of a new reality for yourself. Belief in the past means that past is source, but really you are source. You began your journey from the day you were incarnated, or even before. Your past has nothing to do with what you do or do not do, or something that you are, do or do not become, or anything. It has to do with what's going on right here, right now, in this moment. Past is cause thinking. It's limiting. It doesn't help us create a reality that we want, a new reality of joy, a new reality of possibility. A new reality is always accompanied by accompanying facts or reality as only a belief, then releasing it and exchanging the intention for some new intention. Do we want to intend to remain in the past and ever blocked from our joy? No, I don't believe that. I don't think you do either. Let's talk about emotions. Become an aspect of your gaze and look at it as you are becoming one with it. All physical reality shifting is a shift in reality and our emotions. Well-being is a starting point. So taking care of yourself, getting enough rest, drinking water, eating correctly, taking your medication or whatever it is that you need to take, even though it's a past reality creation, works towards your well-being. You should never think that, my new reality may be that I'm creating a healthier self, but that doesn't mean I'm going to drop everything all at the door. I need to take care of myself and keep up with my self-care. Emotions are the language of the soul. Happiness is the cause, not the effect. You get back the frequency you put out in real experience, and everything that you experience comes from the vibration that you emanate and the emotions that you feel as you emanate them. There is nothing more important than your state of being. Feeling good is not the end. Feeling good is the means. It's the means to get to the end. Emotion is cause. Reality is the effect. Put well-being first. A mirror won't smile before you do. I thought that was awesome. So you have to smile at the mirror, and the mirror will smile back. You can't expect to look sour into a mirror and live that life of a smile. It's just not possible. Don't let circumstances dictate how you feel. Create well-being first, and do not allow anyone else to bring your well-being into the challenge. Don't allow anybody else to bring you down. Remain in your own higher vibration by choosing happiness, because it is a decision we make. We don't say, when I'm happy, I will this. It's, I am happy and I am this. When you follow your joy, your life plan, joy is in your body's translation of your soul's energy. In other words, like meets like. You can't be a joyful person and have a body that's not joyful as well, since you are the one that has the power to emanate joy. You give it to your body. It's like you're feeding your body with joy. And when you feed your body with good things come out. If you feed it with garbage comes out. GIGO, garbage in, garbage out. Feed it with something good, GIGO, good in, good out. Or JIJO, joy in, joy out. How about that one? If something is good for you and if it feels right, it will produce your result. You have become like the thing you desire in your life. Feel it. Feel you have become the thing you desire. Love it and say it loves you back. Live and move into it. If you having negative emotions come up around something, it's very important for you to that this is a warning that you need to change your course. You need to do one of two things that aren't aligned with the purpose that you want. Your thoughts, your beliefs, and your judgments need to change and grow or be let go of. You don't need to judge things. You don't need to have negative thoughts or beliefs. You need to have positive thoughts, positive beliefs, and non-judgment around anything that comes in. Your action, your plan, your person, or your surroundings are also in need of alignment. If you're around people that are negative, you need to be realigned. You need to get back into where you find people that are positive, that can make your life a happier experience for you. We need it. This is all these things lead us to look at ourselves, and many times we don't want to. We don't want to. We don't think that just because that's out there, that it has something to do with us, and yet we live in it. We breathe it in. We've chosen it in some way. What if it's your family? What if it is your family? What are you going to do about it? Are you going to allow them to bring you down? Are you going to institute boundaries? Are you going to tell people that if you have something to complain about, I'd rather that you didn't come to me with it? I'd rather that you figure it out for yourself. Because really, you're bringing your self-limiting beliefs to me, and I'm in alignment with my beliefs, and they're not limiting. And I really don't need to have your limiting beliefs influencing my unlimited beliefs. Yes, I love you, but I want the best for you. And because I want the best for you, I want you to figure out what it is in your own life that's creating the drama that you seek. I have family members like this. It's very devastating. Their energy is very off-putting. And it's very difficult to deal with, especially if you're very close in proximity to those people. So everybody needs to look at their thinking and what they're doing to feel the way they do. This leads us to the solution, which is the change in the thoughts or beliefs or the actions and the surroundings that we choose to be around. Emotion is simple energy that can flow negatively, bringing us fear, or in a positive way, bringing us joy instead. Emotions indicate the truest following of our path. We can be excited, we can be elated, we can be euphoric, we can be enthusiastic, we can appreciate, love, show compassion, show interest, awareness, fascination, peace, calm, contentment, relaxation. All those are beautiful, positive words. And there's something we all wish for, but we're not making happen if we don't consciously realize it. Manifesting closes the gap between what is desired and what you believe and what you want. You can have what you truly believe if you believe you can have it. So write down 5 things that you desire. They could be financial, they could be emotional, they could be work-related, relationship-related. They could be your passion, your joy, your place. All of those things are determined by you alone. Also write, what is it that you know? What do you know? Do you know that fear is an illusion? Do you know that everything is an illusion? Do you know that money is energy? And the money that you give comes back to you in other forms of energy, or vice versa. That all of this is available to every single one of us. That alignment with intentions brings more of the same. And that a continuous circuitous pathway and an appreciation of what is vibrates on a very special frequency that attracts all kinds of positive elements into our lives. Oh, what you fear can hurt you. Like brings like, and appreciation comes from you. So show your gratitude, show your openness, show your appreciation, and attract an irresistible energy field to you that helps you to bring in that new alternative universe of yourself that you're working so hard to attain. Thank you so much for today. I'll be bringing you more of these. Thank you for listening. Namaste.